Let's take a look at SageMaker Feature Store. So it makes it easy for data scientists, ML engineers, and general practitioners to create, share, manage features for ML development. It can accelerate the process of working with features by reducing repetitive data processing, reducing curation work, convert raw data into features for training ML algorithms. It is a centralized store for features and associated metadata, so features can be easily discovered and reused. You can store your data online or offline. When we say offline, we just mean that it is not being actively used in real time. So it's still online and like it's on the internet, but it's offline as in that it's not actively open at all times. And offline would be for batch inference. You have processing your logic, so your data is authored only once, and features are generated for both training and inference, reducing training skewing, server skewing. Let's take a look at the components for Feature Store, and we actually have some JSON here where we have a feature group's definition, where we're listing feature definitions, the feature group name. You can see whether it's an offline storage configuration, and then if it was online, it'd be a little bit different. Just pointing this out with my pen tool here, as you can see. The feature definition has different feature types. So we have string, integral, fractional, and the other idea here is we have records within here that are a set of values for the features in the feature group. So yeah, there you go. Let's continue on. So let's talk about data ingestion for Feature Store. So you can do streaming or batching. If you're going to be doing streaming, you're going to be ingesting via the ingestion API. If you're batching, you're looking at data wranglers, Spark containers. You can also severe or reuse features depending on what you want to utilize them for. And obviously there are a lot of options there. You can extract training data and register features, so quite a bit. But SageMaker Feature Store provides data and scheme validations at ingestion time to ensure data quality is maintained. Validations are done to make sure that input data conforms to defined data types, and the input record contains all features if you configured for an offline store. Let's talk about streaming ingestion. So data is pushed to a stream to be ingested by the Feature Store via the put record API. This API endpoint is designed for millisecond level latency, high throughput cost optimization, data ingestion. This API is designed to be called by different streams, so like Kafka, Kinesis, Spark, and more. Put record API can be parallelized to support higher throughput writes. Data from all these put requests is synchronously written to an online store, buffered and written to offline store S3. Data is written to offline store within a few minutes of ingestion. Feature Store provides automatic replication of ingested data into the offline store and for future training and historical records access use. I do apologize that these slides are very text heavy. And the only way I can balance it out is just by doing really good labs if we require labs for this stuff. But, just again, remember the key things of Feature Store. Let's talk about batch ingestion. We have 3 different models. So we have batch ingestion or ingest into an online store. So this is where we are synchronously using put record API. We have batch ingestion into offline store. So you ingest data directly into your offline store, useful for backing up historical records or for training use cases. And you can accomplish this via data wrangler or SageMaker processing job Spark container. We have batch ingestion into both offline and online store, calling the record put record API there, okay? So SageMaker Feature Store Runtime supports the following API calls. So we have get record, put record, and delete record. So that's pretty clear. That's the way that we can interact via the API. One other thing I want to point out is that Data Wrangler can be utilized to pipe out to Feature Store. This is showing you a screenshot of Data Wrangler in SageMaker Studio Classic. There is a newer version of SageMaker Data Wrangler, which is awful, and I can't figure out how to get the same kind of experience, but it is here, and you can do it. So I imagine the new one can do it as same as the old one. You can also have Feature Store go out to Athena. Okay, so that is another option. This does require you to register the data catalog with the catalog details, and you're going to be using data catalog or glue with that. This is useful when you want to build a data set by executing SQL queries and then train a model for inference. So here's us doing a query. But yeah, there you go. That is Feature Store.